We should be live, probably. Don't break Phil's stuff.
Just giving us a cheater's view.
Cheater's view. I have to change that, actually.
Why? What are you changing?
Because I have to press the other thing to do the thing. That's why. So yet again, Phil left us in charge.
Yes.
Which is terrifying.
Yes.
Also, it's
Oh,
really...
we're already live?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really stormy
Hello.
here, so if at any point we cut out, blame Mother Nature. I'm trying.
Yes.
Oh.
This time I was smart enough to, oh, look at that. Oh, lights. Lights.
We'll figure this out one day.
Hey! Can you see us now? That's like bright.
It is really bright. I also
Lower it.
cranked the AC down really low because it was like 800 degrees in here when I prepped.
Yeah, it's like cold and breezy.
Sid's watching us.
Hey,
Sid.
buddy. Hope you're doing better. Hope
Sid's the
you're
only
feeling
person
better.
here that wants to see us. So basically we're winging it. We had a really busy morning. A lot of people are out
Yes.
doing training and stuff today. So we have no plan. So if you have questions, ask.
None. We're going to talk about some of the cool stuff. Do you guys know about our used guns? Check that bad boy out. Ooh, here, let's see if we can get like a close up on it.
All up in the face.
We can't like, they can't see though, all the cool
It's really pretty though.
designs.
Love cowboy guns.
Yes, that's awesome. Winchester 1894.
We're
You do all your
interested in
shooting,
this.
all the fun.
When did we get this in?
A little while ago. So we finally got them coming in. So this is the Coyote 365. Comes with the 12-round mag. So that's a big savings right there.
Just let you guys look at that.
They're looking like 6 and some change. So
Sure, I'll believe
I'm
you.
gonna say that. So
Is that a Henry?
you can trade in old guns to get new guns. You can buy new guns. You can buy old guns. We do
This
it
is
all.
actually, this might have to go on with me. I don't know why.
We had another one on the wall, just a standard Winchester
It's got
1894.
caribou on it, I think.
Yes.
They don't look like elk, so I'm going
They're
caribou.
But yes, so actually that might
Antlered
even be just
game.
a stag.
I don't know what it is. I don't.
It's this one looks like an elk.
That one does, but that
But
the
it's
rest
kinda
don't. And
caribou-ish.
so that's a moose. I know that much, but I don't know what it's on.
Well, it probably like that's a whitetail, and
Maybe those are caribous.
Those are caribou. No, those are elk.
Well, I think their female elk looks like a llama.
Well, they kind of do look like llamas.
We can
sorta.
agree to disagree.
But yeah, speaking of elk, we're coming close. I don't know if you guys know, but
On hunting elk in Missouri.
in Missouri, we could have a season as early as 2020.
That would
So
be.
that's pretty awesome.
That's 30-30, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, 30-30. Somebody asked.
Chambered in 30-30, yes. It's one of the only rounds that should be chambered in this particular style. It does come in other chamberings, but 30-30 is kind of your go-to with this. And there's been more deer killed with that round on that platform, along with the Marlin model of the same thing, than I think probably any other round in Missouri. It's
yeah,
a
probably.
Phenomenal brush gun. So awesome
just
gun. That one's just a little pretty, but
It is pretty.
if you got deer stand, that's your boy right there.
Even if you don't have a deer stand, could be your boy still.
Yeah, I would if you don't have a deer stand though, I'd go for the less brass.
Yeah, I guess he makes a valid point.
That's the
Look,
only,
I'm just trying to take
it's the
pictures
only
of people hunting.
thing. Yes.
Why you gotta take away from me like that?
Yes, Sam is big into the picture thing. She started a new deal, mentorship, and so you'll see a lot of the tags to go over and check out the video, the photos and stuff from a lot of our matches and stuff over to S. Davis Photography.
That's me.
This is S. Davis Photography. So our in-house resident photographer extraordinaire.
As my new saying, I'm a girl. I know. Weird flex.
Yeah, and I don't get the weird flex thing, but I guess
It's okay. You're not hip with the kids. Neither am I, actually.
Are you too old for kids now?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm like an 80-year-old trapped in a 20-year-old's body.
I mean, I'm going to not argue that.
Chad
point.
said, "What's up,
So,
Chris?"
What up, Chad? Chad who?
Stang.
Ooh! Hey, look, don't tell Phil that we're looking at the thing.
Phil has no choice. He's not here. What's he gonna do? It's his birthday and he ain't here.
Yes, happy birthday to Phil.
I was hoping he was
birthday.
here so we could like spray him down with like silly string or like fill his desk full of balloons, but
We have some of the mace practice things too.
better watch out,
That we
Phil.
found.
We're coming for you. Fill his trucks full of confetti. I don't know.
There's lots of fun activities we
Yeah,
could do.
it's his birthday and he's just
But
not
he's
here.
all off like, oh, let me try and find new training opportunities.
Hi, Chris. Deer hunting
I don't
rules.
know if we're not supposed to say that, but who'd that be?
Steven.
That's Steve.
He
That's
says,
Scuba Steve.
I don't know Scuba Steve.
Scuba's wild. Scuba's wild. He's an interesting fella. Good dude. He's got some property down in Fulton. It's way fun to drive to, and then you get there and it's way fun to hang out. So
If you need a photographer,
good things.
I'm
good
currently
things.
cheap, and by cheap I mean free. Well, for hunting stuff at least, not for portraits.
Yes. Oh, dang. Well, I was getting ready to get you guys all good hookups on some portraits, but instead,
I mean,
if
you
you're
can
doing
still get
any
on
of
the hookup.
hunting things,
If you message me and you're like, hey, Chris sent me, like, we might be able to figure something out. But I'm really just making
There
a
you
dig
go.
at that hunting thing, or fishing, or, you know.
anything outdoor activity
I just want to
related,
go outside
she
and
wants
be
to go
really
do the
hot or
thing.
really cold, and then take really good pictures. That's all I want, guys.
And take pictures of like you doing stuff. So she's been big into the
All
like,
Chris's
the
pictures, that's
stream
me.
Stuffs, shooting matches. She does the photography for a bunch of the shooting matches. She did a big spread for the Spartan 300 match that we sponsored a couple of months ago out of Sparta.
It's like when your dad
Awesome.
brags on you and you just sit there like,
Yeah, you know, it's one of them things. When you're good, you're good.
queen of everything photography.
There you go. You're not supposed to be looking at that thing because
I'm good at
if you
doing
look
it.
at this little thing right here, which is like the video, you keep seeing the top of your hat. Like
That's
hey,
all
look.
right. They don't need to see
Hey,
my
look.
face anyway.
They don't need to see my face. Your face is way prettier than my face.
I can just be like,
Well, then you just show off the red her and when you do that, if you flipped your hat around backwards, you can be kind of like a red it.
no, we're not doing that. We're not about it.
Got it.
Anywho, please ask us questions.
Yes, we do have fun stuff. So let's get to some of the stuff we got.
Tonight's girls want to have guns.
Today is Wednesday, first of all. So ladies shoot
Wednesday.
free on Wednesdays. So ladies, bring your man, come on in. He only pays $5. You don't pay anything. Hang that over his head, do a little, woo, look at me. Or ladies, you just grab a bunch of ladies to come up and shoot for free.
But also, you don't get to shoot super late because we have girls want to have guns tonight.
Girls just want to have guns. So there are still, I think, a couple of spots open. We're
This
talking
many.
3 or 4. So we still have 4 spots open for that. So surprising, not a total sellout, but at the same time,
I think
pretty
it's
much
the whole
considered a
like we all
sellout
just got
thing.
back from vacation thing, and it's like the first week back into like being
Normal.
an adult.
I don't like being in it.
I agree. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Hi, Greg.
We have 2 Gun tomorrow. It's totally full, but come in, stop by, check that out. We have.
Guys and Guns next Monday.
Or no, 2 Gun is next week. I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to be this week, but I think he changed it so
I think it got
IDPA
bumped.
is
So it's
this week
IDPA
and Two
tomorrow.
Gun is next week.
Yes, IDPA tomorrow and then 2 Gun for next week.
Yes.
So next week's 2 Gun match will go up on Saturday, 9 a.m. Jump in by 9:05. It's probably going to be filled by 9:07. It was filled last time. So sign up quick. Set your alarm. 8:59. Jump on. Refresh. Click the tag. Then you go and do it quickly.
Man, I
Sign
just
up,
realized since
then
he
drop
changed
if you're not
dates for
gonna
Two
show.
Gun, you guys might not have a photographer.
Oh. Defensive handgun. We got that tomorrow on Friday. So
If you want to take a
shoot one of
class
these bad
with
boys right
Cameron is actually taking that class.
there. Ooh, that'll be fun.
Dustin is teaching, Cameron is taking it.
So, if you guys haven't signed up for defensive handgun class yet, that's the class.
I
to
highly
sign up
recommend
for.
that.
You want to see Dustin going to be feeling awfully like uneasy because Cam's not going to. not going to let him be easy on that stuff. So
No, it'll be fun. And I do believe not only is Cameron taking it, I think Adam is taking it as well.
Yeah.
Basically, like half of our staff is taking that class.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good. Speaking of which, did you guys see the Tuesday tip drill that we dropped on Tuesday?
I loved that thing.
With Kentrell's 50-round trigger drill. Really fun drill. Very simple. It can be done relatively quickly, or you can kind of take your time. Take your time, though. It is not a speed thing.
No, but it's so much fun.
Learning, and we're going to design a bunch of them to help you understand what's going on in that process of shooting. And so the better, more you understand about what's happening and what's going to happen, like, you know, typical triggers. Let's double check, make sure we're
there's no bullets in there. Do we need to check with laser beams?
We have no laser beams here, but we are good. So in a regular trigger press, you're going to press down. You have this take up in the beginning, and then you'll hit that wall, and then it'll have a little bit of creep through that wall, and then you'll find that breaking point. These are kind of hard to tell where that breaking point is. And they sound kind of silly, but so the drill is really mainly focused on working that trigger all the way through its process, and then as you come back for that reset, learning where that is. If you learn where your reset is, get back and forth on whether you're going to ride the reset or not, but nonetheless, if you know where the reset is, you know where your finger needs to extend to be able to get that follow-up shot. Any excess movement is unneeded, so it's good for that, good for working on transitions, and again, it gives you kind of a plan of something to do and how to do it when you're at the range. So 50 rounds, no big deal. Something cheap, something easy, something fun, and a lot of fun there. So remember, tag yourself, take a picture of your target or a selfie with it, like Jeff did. Tag it with hashtag range tips.
Yep. And
eligible to win a bag from Proper. So sweet bag.
They make pretty sweet bags.
They do. They make a lot of good stuff.
They do make pretty good stuff.
Pants
like this.
Pretty nice. I like
Delightful pullover.
Yes, but it's way too hot for wearing that.
No, it's not.
Way too hot.
No such thing.
That thing's hot. I don't know how you're sweating. You should be looking like Jeff and just like pouring the sweat.
Super comfortable right now. It's these super thin pants that I'm wearing to make up for it.
Oh, so you're like air conditioning down low and like super heater at top.
Yes, but they're not proper pants. Don't tell Mark Marino.
Or Dave.
Or Dave.
They'll be very mad at you. Beat you with large sticks or something.
I will keep my opinions to
myself. Maybe they'll beat you with a proper bag.
Oh,
or proper
can I keep the proper bag? I don't need any more. I've got a rifle bag, a range bag, my backpack, a spare backpack for my workout gear.
Proper does take care of us, and we end up buying a lot of stuff from them because
Glock days. Works. I want to talk to you about Glock days, Greg.
Glock days, September 25th through the 27th. We will have Glock days. August 2nd and 3rd, we will have Springfield days. So let's jump to the Springfield days first. Springfield days, we got Dustin is not the greatest guy at getting information communicated across. So he is still working with Springfield. It's all the way up to the actual president of Springfield is looking at this and so forth. So I do believe that he's going to be able to pull off some special packages. So you'll get like their gear up kit. I believe that he's trying to work some of those gear up kits. Mm-hmm. We will have discounts on guns, on mags and accessories and so forth. I believe he's working on like getting double points for their point system on that side.
Yeah, I think he's working on getting a whole bunch of swag too. Which
Yeah,
if you're like me, is the best part.
I know we'll have a bunch of swag, so come out and do that stuff. I know we'll have free demos, so come out and shoot some of the Springfields. They'll have, we're trying to pull off an armorer course, although it's kind of running short on time, so, but we'll let you know on that one. And then we've got, I think they're giving away a gun.
Yeah, I don't know what model. I don't know they've picked a model yet.
I don't know yet at all.
A little birdie had mentioned that.
Yes, so lots of cool stuff on that one coming up. And again, that's August 2nd and 3rd, so it's coming up just a couple of weeks.
Yep.
End of September, we have Glock days. I know you know that Glock will be giving us a certificate And so one of you guys will win a certificate, and that literally lets you just choose what Glock you want. So instead of giving away a specific one, they'll give you a certificate, and then you just say, I want a Gen 519, and then in like a couple of weeks they send you one off.
Just Pierce. I also just ordered $1,600 worth of swag. Shirts, plus hats, socks, coffee cups. We've got it.
Kind of all kinds of cool. They have a lot of neat stuff.
They do, and I ordered
some bracelets. Some
basically, Chris looked at me and said, "I need you to go to Glock's website and spend $1,600." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah. So then the Glock rep will be here on Friday and Saturday. So he's going to be doing free inspections. So bring your Glocks out, make sure they're still working. Those of you who shoot Glocks know that they are. I mean, it's the Tupperware that always goes bang. So bring them out though, especially if you have any high mileage ones, bring them out. A, we want to see them because high mileage guns are always fun. And B, have them check them out. If there's
we were just bragging on our high mileage.
He's going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Let me fix that up for you.
We were just bragging on our high mileage Glock 19.
Night sight deals. Obviously, we'll have deals on Glocks. We will have some
deals
sort of
deals.
a shoot event thing. So demo and somehow some sort of competition.
This is how you do it, right?
It's like competitions. I did. Alex and I tell this story all the time. Alex and I were up at another range, and we were doing some testing on an upper that we had just built, and just set it up and everything, getting it running, and we had no sights on the thing, so I mean, we had the target at like 5 yards from us, and we're literally on the wall side of the bay, so we're literally next to the wall. First lane in, and we have this target at maybe 5 yards downrange. And it was just making sure it was cycling and having fun with that. And then all of a sudden, something happened and we're messing around and look up the target, and there's a whole bunch of real small holes that look to be 223 holes or 22s, little baby ones. And then there's a bunch of big ones that keep popping up. Looking at him, looking at each other, like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, I'm like looking at the target, trying to figure out where them holes coming from, and all of a sudden, a boom goes off next to me, and a hole appears on our target. And I'm like, kind of slide back, and in the bay net, in the lane next to us was a cop. I'm not going to say what department he was from, St. Charles, but he's there, and his instructor was there. And he's drawn his gun.
Oh my Lord.
Boom! He puts it back in his holster, and I'm watching him, and this instructor is just going, okay, yep, doing real well. And I'm looking, and I was like, so I lean back to the instructor, and I'm like, hey, do you know where he's hitting? And the instructor's like, well, yeah. I was like, well, because he's hitting our target. And it's only 5 yards downrange. Like, how do you miss from that far away?
Like this.
When you do this. Yes.
Would you still be my friend if I shot like that? If I was just like.
No.
That's how we fish, though.
Well, that's how you fish.
Kind of.
It's not how you shoot.
Fishing's kind of more of a flick of the wrist, though.
Yeah, but no,
okay.
We would not.
So that's how you get Chris to disown you. You shoot like this.
We will be in classes to teach you not to do this and not to do
What
this.
if when shooting a rifle, I put the scope to my eyeball?
I don't have to tell you not to do that. Just do it.
You only make that mistake once.
Yes.
Hopefully.
You only do it on purpose once. Like trying to do that, and then you realize really quickly.
Bad idea.
Scope bite hurts, and then you just back up. Now, it's not saying that you're only going to get bit once, just that you're only going to purposely do it once.
That's like saying you only get slide by once. I've seen people here that get like 6, 7 times, and I'm like,
Glock
at this point, I don't know what to tell you.
Like, I don't understand you people. Like, some of you guys are just nuts. You see like gouges out of their thumb, and you're like, what is that? Oh, I shoot a Glock.
I saw a lady who did that. She wasn't shooting a Glock, but she was shooting something that, I don't know. And she took it from like where her nail started all the way back, and it just flipped right open. And I was like, she's like, I just need a Band-Aid. I'm like, no, you need the hospital. She's like, no, I need a Band-Aid. And I was like, that's not, Band-Aids, that's not gonna fix that. So she's like, no, it's not even bleeding. And she like moved her thumb, and about that moment it went, and I was like, I'll take that gun off your hands.
Slide bite is real.
You might want to.
Slide bite is real.
I've seen people like.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, on a Glock, they have that real thin backstrap, no real backstrap to speak of, and guys will really crank that hand up in there, and what happens when the slide comes back, that whole slide rides up against their hand and literally just gouges it. And I mean, I've seen all kinds of goofy stuff. I had a buddy of mine years and years ago that he was trying to shoot like this with his thumb literally over the back of the gun, and we stopped him the first time, and so he puts his thumb down like this. I'm like, no, put it on this side. So he puts it on this side, and then he's like this. It's like, that feels weird.
Feels like you're not going to go to the
I need
hospital.
to go like this and really hold it into my hand. I'm like, dude, that is not a good idea. He's like, yeah, I do it all the time. Watch. And he just shot and literally splayed his thumb all the way open. So that camping trip turned out to be a short one for him.
A short one. I mean, I've seen people get it so good that like there was so much blood they passed out, and I'm like,
that's just them freaking out. That's just a finger. You can't lose that much blood to a finger like that.
Unless you chop it off.
And then let it like drip for a while.
Do you know, they say your finger is just like biting a carrot, but your brain won't let you bite it off?
Your finger, like biting your finger?
Biting your finger off would be the same like consistency as like biting a carrot.
Really?
They say that, but they say your brain won't let you.
I mean, I can kind of see that.
I don't want to, I'm not going to try it.
Yeah. Please don't try that at home.
Please don't.
But if you do,
please send us a review.
Make sure that it's recorded and then we get a link.
We're not encouraging it.
No. We're definitely not encouraging that. But if it does happen, like the guy with that rip round, have you seen that review for the rip round?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh my God. So the guy shoots himself and then writes this amazing review
about how many like surgeries it took to like, it was like his leg or something?
I shot myself in the leg and this thing performed flawlessly and everything expanded like it's supposed to, and like a raving
legit
5-star review.
Like will be my carry ammo forever, like took like X amount of surgeries and still have complications, like okay.
Yeah. Like, what the hey man.
Like, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, so.
We have no questions. Greg, why don't you have questions? You always have questions.
He had Glock days, but we answered that, so. What other stuff? Oh, we have AR Armorers course this weekend.
Please sign up
Still
for that.
Have a couple of
Rich
spots
loves to teach people.
Yes.
About ARs.
It is we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It is a very in-depth course on how to build the AR from a pile of parts that you have no idea what they are, to a pile of parts that you might know what they are, to a pile of parts that looks like a gun.
And I'm not gonna
how to
say
diagnose issues and literally.
Oh yeah, a whole 9 yards.
It's a lot of info.
I'm not gonna say I know the lady who provides the swag, but I might know the lady who provides the swag. And Rich might have a lot to go around. So.
Lots of swag. Good stuff.
I mean, there might be some stuff from Proper. You never know. I can't give you all the details.
It wouldn't make sense for a bunch of Glock stuff there.
No.
Glock doesn't do riffles.
But I mean, rifle bags.
Rifle bags.
Maybe rifle parts.
That'd be good. Yeah, rifle parts would be good.
Maybe some stickers, some water bottles. You never know.
Stickers. Who doesn't like stickers? If you don't like stickers, you're just dumb.
Are you BCM dealers? I need an MK12 upper.
Yes. Yes, we are a BCM dealer, and yes, you can come in and get a Mark 12 upper. I don't know if you can buy one on
the interwebs.
The web, just because of the way the site is set up. It's not very conducive to let me do what I want to do, basically.
He speaks the truth and nothing but the truth.
We are a dealer for him, so come in, we can square you away, we can get you a Mark 12 upper. I don't know the price off the top of my head, but yes, we can.
What kind of employee are you?
One that works.
Oh, okay. We'll take that.
We have lots of different stuffs. We do have a bunch of BCM parts on the wall too, so if you want to build something.
He knows.
Too. So, we have Armor's Course, CCW, we still have some classes for that next week, for next Saturday, and then Guys and Guns on Monday, and I think we're down to only having like 3 or 4 spots open, 3 spots left on that. That'll be awesome. So that is the America night. We will have
So cool.
axes that will be being thrown. We have full auto machine guns that'll be being played with.
Cigars.
Some suppressed guns, hand-rolled cigars. After all of everything's done with the shooting end of it, we've got Pickney Ben coming in with spirits.
Spirits. I'm not a big spirits drinker.
We talked about spirits last week.
But they have all the spirits. I mean, whiskey, corn whiskey, gin, vodka.
Good stuff.
It's all made in New Haven, which if you don't know where that is, it's like, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes away or so. It's right outside Washington. 10 out of 10, guys. I mean it.
Closer to my house than it is to here, I think. So I don't think it's an hour and a half from my house. But I live out.
You can go the back way, I think, though.
Yeah.
That's what saves you. You can go the back way. Here, you'd have to go Manchester, all the way through 100, or you could take T and go through Washington and then go to New Haven. So by the time you're said and done, you're probably looking a little over an hour.
Yeah, but it's still close. Close enough. And then Missouri.
What's Guys and Guns?
Guys and Guns. We start off with shooting guns. We have a bay.
Technically, we start off with a safety brief because we don't trust any of you.
Yes, true. We talk about the safety things and what not to do with pistols and rifles and so forth. Then we go downstairs. We have one bay set up. Bring whatever you want. Shoot whatever you want. We have one bay where we set up a bunch of different guns. You can play with those things. We'll have full autos. We'll have suppressed guns.
We bring in some stuff from American Manufacturing. He brings us some of his goodies for that event that are not usually in-house.
Right.
Some
I've
different
heard
full
there
autos.
might be Thompson. There might be MP5. There might be some other
extra cans around.
Stuff. We'll break out all the cans, do quiet stuff. Then once all that stuff's done downstairs, we come upstairs. Scott from STL Cigars will be here doing hand-rolled cigars. And then Pickney Bend will be here with a bunch of their alcohols and so forth. And
they bring swag and cool
hour
stuff
at the end of it. Just like our girls just want to have guns, but for guys, and we ramp it up a little bit more for guys because generally speaking,
we also will have
the guys
snacks.
like to shoot full autos more than 22s.
We'll have mini sandwiches. We'll have some finger food.
Too?
Oh, there's snacks, Chris.
I didn't know there were snacks.
Oh, there's snacks.
I thought we only did the snacks for the ladies.
No. We get different. Ladies get like fruits and healthy stuff and bun cakes. Men get like sandwiches, different mustards.
I like
man
food.
Stuff. I make a mean.
I didn't know there was food.
I make a mean meat and cheese platter.
That's sweet. So
yeah. So there's that.
So there's that. We have
so you get
food.
snacks. So if your wife is mad at you for coming, it's okay. I made dinner. And then what is in Bay 3 generally changes every time we do it. So we've done axe throwing. We've had an Olympic level slingshot guy come in. That was actually really cool. We've done stages. We've done cannon things. We've done dog bites.
Yeah, got bit by dogs.
Done a lot of cool stuff. But this month is axe throwing.
Yes.
Which is really fun.
Yes, way fun.
Just don't hit my ceiling, please.
But if you do,
I might forgive. I might forgive you. Rich, on the other hand, will probably not.
Yeah, true.
I am the less scary of the two. I promise that. If you have not met Rich, man's terrifying.
Well, yeah.
When you break his stuff, at
tries.
least.
He tries to be terrifying. But if you like poke him right in the belly when he's like getting real mad, it throws him off.
Is it like the Pillsbury Doughboy?
No, kind of like, but it's not a happy noise afterwards. But it totally confuses him, and then he's like lost.
Yeah, usually when he's angry,
sometimes
I just buy him
why
candy.
He was angry. It's great.
I'm like, here's a Hershey's bar. Gotta go away now.
You know, that's what a lot of men have figured out works for women too. If you just
John
candy.
John has literally to the point where there is a bag of like chocolate bark with almonds and sea salt, and he just like casually drops it off on my desk on a napkin and then leaves. And he'll come back like 20 minutes later and be like, "Hey, so I need a favor." And I'm like, "You tricked me, but I'm listening."
But yeah, and it works every time.
Or barbecue. He gets me with barbecue every time. He'll be like, "Don't you want some PM barbecue?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." You thought I was going to say no to spoon bread and sweet tea?
Yeah, it's almost impossible to say no to that.
No.
Well, I'm not strong enough.
They have not paid me to say this, but it's the best barbecue in all of St. Louis.
Ooh,
Overall best. Most barbecue places really slack on their sides. PM Barbecue does not slack on the sides. They have the whole package.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it's not the
Hey,
best,
Alan.
but I'm not going to say that it is the best yet. Still early
I'm
in
not
my
gonna say,
barbecue
like-
eating career with them.
That's
So,
fair, okay?
like,
I'm just gonna say, like, usually when I get barbecue from a lot of places, like, the meat's real good, and then the sides are just very generic and disappointing. But PM,
and bland, yeah.
yeah, PM. I mean, their sides are always great. The meat's always great. They got great sweet tea. They have great desserts,
Yeah.
and they're family run and always super nice.
Yeah, very, very true. Yeah, so PM Barbecue, great place around here.
Yeah. They don't even know that we just gave them a huge, just.
Yeah, you all should check them out.
You really should.
Yeah.
It's like the one
They're-
place we all always, if somebody says PM Barbecue, there is no argument. That's what we're having for lunch.
Yeah, we actually, PM Barbecue actually did our Smith & Wesson Day.
They did Smith & Wesson
their
and SIG
armorer's
LE.
course that we did, and the SIG one. And multiple people were from out of town. And we had a couple of guys from Kansas City, a couple of guys from
Like,
Springfield, and so
We even
forth
had,
that-
like, for the SIG LE, like, we had, like, as far as, like, Seattle, Texas. Like,
yeah, the SIG
the
LE,
SIG
one, that
LE
was huge.
thing was huge.
That was nationwide. Max Michelle.
He also liked PM Barbecue.
Yes, didn't get to meet him though. Very.
He's really nice.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I met him at SHOT Show once before, but yeah, so like you got guys from all over the place, and Kansas City,
That's
got
like the
some good
barbecue.
barbecue. So
Yeah.
there was a couple of guys that were in there like, and the next thing you know, they start eating. They're like, "Where's this place at?" It's like, it's right down the road.
It's literally like
So
5
we had a couple of
minutes
guys
from us.
that literally left here, and because it was a couple hours later, they left here and they were headed there
For dinner.
Dinner before they drove back.
You
to
had
Kansas
me
City.
at
So
SIG and Barbecue.
That's the you can't argue there.
No, you really can't.
It's saying something. And they got some hillbilly nachos.
Dude.
They're
If
like-
Chris is having a bad day,
They're
or you want Chris to
fresh
do
potato
something.
chips, done up, and then just littered with all kinds of mess on top.
Yes. Yeah, it makes Chris a very
We
happy
should have
person.
ate today.
We could still have PM Barbecue after this conversation.
I think so.
I think that's why we're stuck on food, because we're both hungry and haven't had
Yeah.
lunch yet today.
I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily something that they didn't figure out, but we did kind of spend a good time talking.
I just think it's a compliment because John and Ron are both like from Tennessee, so they're like, we know barbecue, and that's their favorite place to go. So
Yeah, it is. John was right on that one. It is really, really.
don't
really
trust him on
good.
Chinese food though.
No. He doesn't know.
If he's watching this, I mean what I say and I say what I mean.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. That was terrible.
That
They
was-
gave me the wrong food, and it was good. It was not very good. Like,
bad.
how do you like?
We forgot the part where I had to wait an hour and 15 minutes to pick up our called-in order.
Call in order. It'll be ready in 10 to 15 minutes. She goes down there 15 minutes later and still has to wait an hour for them to give us the wrong food.
All bad.
You have been stricken from the list. Gone.
We have no more questions. We're just rambling about PM Barbecue.
Yeah.
Are we done then?
If there is other good Chinese restaurants around the
Yeah.
Baldwin area, let me know.
We've got a good ramen joint, but not like a solid
Yeah.
Chinese place.
Yeah, I like foods. I like.
Basically, we're just really hungry,
Yeah,
and we're
that
both
too.
here till 9 o'clock tonight, so.
So let's talk about some of the crazy stuff that happened though, because that'll get maybe something exciting.
Yeah,
We
nobody has
have-
questions. It's bothering me.
Right. We have a Kansas City woman that was arrested for firing off her gun in the parking lot of a DMV.
For why?
She was waiting too long.
And
was
that helped the
frustrated.
situation?
I mean, obviously she got attention right
I
away.
assume so.
She's just, God.
Did you see
Like,
Did you see the
I
lady
mean, she
who
got
got
a pair of
arrested?
matching bracelets and everything.
That's.
And
There
what
was a
more could she
lady
ask for?
arrested in Illinois for driving with a pool on top of her car because she drove down to inflate the pool for the kids. But she was driving in town with the pool on top of the car, which it's probably fine. But the kids were in the pool
Oh God!
in Illinois.
Like this whole time, I'm thinking to myself, is it full? Like, did she put water in it before she died? No, she was driving with her.
The children were in the pool on the roof of the car. And that's Illinois, not Florida.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%
Wait, it's not
positive.
like Illinois, Florida?
No,
like
I
a
read.
city in
like
Florida?
the title of it was "Didn't believe this was true when they said Illinois, not Florida." Got arrested because she just thought that was okay.
Like, that's...
Sid, if you bring gumbo or chili, we will both eat either or.
You know, that's something we should do for like...
Can we have chili cook-off?
Oh, I was just going to say, chili cook-off. What do you guys think about chili cook-off for customer appreciation?
I say customer appreciation chili cook-off.
Might be
Who's in for this? If we did a chili cook-off, who would participate? And not any weird vegan chili. I want real chili.
Oh, I don't care what kind of chili you bring in there. I've had some weird chilies that turned out to be amazing.
I had one at a chili cook-off last year that was a pineapple chili. Dude, I was like, I'm gonna try a bite because I'm gonna try a bite of every single one of these. But this one, I'm not excited. Like, I had my drink ready to like wash it down, and I was like, oh, this is... Like, that's the one I ended up like coming back with, like the big kid bowl for my dinner, because it was... Actually, the lady who made it used to be a dispatcher at Baldwin. If you're watching this, I'm still bragging on your chili.
I mean, it sounds interesting enough to be good.
We've got 2 down for a chili cook-off so far. Troy, do not put your children on the roof of your car.
No.
Please.
No. They frown on that big time.
Yes, and he has really nice little girls.
In the back of the truck is I think, okay.
Back of the truck, I'm down with, unless you're like on 40,
not the highway.
like 44 or something. Like, I have to draw a line.
No.
But like, I grew
on
up
the highway. I've been that kid in the back of the truck on the highway. Fun. It's not fun. It hurts. That wind hits way harder than you think it does. So no.
I mean, like, as a kid, like, I like rode in the back of the truck, like, you know, but I lived in a really small, like, rural town. So like, we just went to like, we would like sit in the back of the truck.
Cute that you call that a town still.
Robertsville, Missouri is a town. We have a post office.
They are a town. Yeah.
We have a post office.
But are they a town or like a township? Like, we're really working our way
We're a town finally. I don't think we were when I was a kid, but now we have like our own gas station.
Do you have 3 digits in your population number or 4?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably 4, but barely. But
it does not include mud runs. See, yeah.
Well, we have one gas station, 2 bars. One gas station, 2 bars, and a post office.
I mean, it sounds like about the right ratio.
Now that I say that, those aren't Robertsville addresses. I think all Robertsville technically has is a gas station. No, we have a post office. I lied. I don't know. Roof surf, totally worth it. No, it's not. Your children are still very small. I've seen them. That's not safe.
I think it all depends on the age there, because I'm kind of thinking that a roof surf does sound like...
As an adult with enough beverages, maybe. But it's
or even like as a...
adolescent.
Yeah.
But not as like a 7-year-old. Although...
I mean, they are bouncier then.
I was going to say, although if they do break anything, it heals much faster.
And they don't break it nearly as much. Most of them just bounce at that age still.
You know, I had a teacher
made of rubber.
When I was in high school, and she was like, you know, babies are real bendy, you know? You don't have to worry about them. And I was like, the hand motion made that uncomfortable. Why are you bending babies like that?
Have you seen babies?
I try not to.
Weird stuff.
I try not to see babies.
They do some weird stuff.
I like my nephew, and he's like 7, and like that's where I draw the line. But like babies
are awesome.
No, if you touch one, somehow you end up with your own, and I'm not.
That's just an old wives' tale.
Well, I don't trust it. I also don't drink the water in certain locations because supposedly it causes things to happen. I have a career. If I had a baby, you wouldn't see me 6 days a week.
Why?
Because I'd have a baby.
But just because you has a baby doesn't mean that you can't do other stuff.
You can bring your kids to come shoot in the sim.
Absolutely.
As long as you
Actually, Phil and I were literally just talking about this yesterday, working on a kids instructional course deal. He's been really after it, trying to get it figured out. Kind of
we can
not
use
necessarily
his boys as
like
guinea pigs.
Eddie the Eagle, maybe, because that is a really great thing to get the young kids into, is the Eddie the Eagle program, where they go through all the safety and so forth. But that's mainly all paper safety talk.
And didn't Julie Golub write a book?
Yes. Yeah, she's got.
So she's got a children's book, doesn't she?
So there's that option. Then there's also the NSSF has their First Shots program, which I've been involved with over in Sparta, helping out over there. But
what age do they start at that though?
The First Shots?
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a cutoff.
It's
kind of like guns. Like, what is the cutoff when you should start talking to your kids about guns?
As soon as they can.
I
think that's one of those maturity level things. It varies child to child. Well, as far as the
for the shooting
them,
aspect, yes, but the talking
having
about
the conversation,
them, I think it should be way early, way before they're mature enough to play with a gun.
Yeah, no, I agree. As soon as they're old enough to comprehend that.
Because I think I've said the story on here. Like when my daughter came up to me and asked me to come look at a gun that her friend wanted her to play with, and she called me in there to look at a Nerf gun.
Yeah,
like that's awesome. That's reassurance to me, knowing that. Cool,
you did something right.
4-year-old doesn't I don't have to worry as much about what happens if in that kind of a situation, because she has the wherewithal to know that I can't play with that. I need to ask it because this is a danger noodle.
Oh, it's a snake.
Yeah, well, it's just about.
Danger noodles are way worse.
True.
They bite you when you're not looking.
Yes.
They're very mean. They could have venom. They hide in water sometimes.
No,
it's very scary.
Snakes in water are bad.
I know.
There should be no reason for a snake in the water. That's the one time that I cut the line. Like, me and snakes, we have this happy relationship of like, if they stay over there, I don't mind them. I'll even look at them and like admire, like, you are a pretty thing.
You're a pretty noodle.
If you're in the water, I got issues with you. If I'm in the water when you're in the water, oh, I got big issues. I got some big
As a child, I never had like that fear of like snakes in water, and now as an adult, I'm like, I don't know. It looks like there could be a snake down there.
It just freaks me out. They have no fins, they have no arms or legs, and yet here they are, just
coming to eat me.
No, you're in the water.
And they move so fast that I'm like, you're just miniature alligators. I don't trust you.
Yeah, they're like legless alligators.
Yeah, I'm not down for alligators with or without legs.
Yeah, I mean, alligators are definitely not something.
Hard pass. I'm glad we're in Missouri, not Florida.
Yeah. They just caught one.
I saw that downtown.
Yeah, who has a 6-foot alligator you can just drop off in the local pond?
Can you imagine the dispatcher they call? There's an alligator here. Excuse me. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, okay. You know that dispatcher was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. And the cops show up and they're like,
we've got
an
alligator that you need to...
I wonder what they did, though, because it's not like obviously, like in Florida.
Call animal control. Like, hey, your problem, not mine. Like, you know that's exactly what went down there.
But like Florida, like obviously your animal control would be like, we handle like alligators all the time.
Oh,
like,
you just call the gator fighter guy.
Missouri, you're like...
Some dude comes out with no shoes on and like a bandana.
Mullets.
Sleeveless shirt. And he's
button-up denim sleeveless shirt.
I got it.
And also
you need tools? Got them right here.
Just walks it off. You got it like on the leash.
More like, got them right here.
But in Missouri, I imagine being like, who do we call?
What do you do with an alligator?
We don't have a guy for that.
I wonder
if honestly they called the zoo, because the zoo would have like a handler, like.
I don't know.
The zoo would have to have somebody like trained for that because they have reptiles, but I don't know if like county would.
Reptologist,
I guess.
Like that. Like, would you call him? Like,
I don't know.
Hey, do you? And he's like,
Can you
dude, I specialize in snakes. That thing's a snake with legs. No, not me.
No, too many teeth, man.
Yeah. He's got legs. I deal with the non-legged versions of that.
I'm sorry, too many teeth. I can't.
Yeah.
2 fangs is fine, but those jaws ain't about it, man.
Yeah. Chewed it.
Chewed them.
Chewed them. It kills me. Like, you go out like gator hunting and everything. Everybody's bringing these big bore guns and so forth. You watch these guys that go around fishing for them, and they use a .22.
They used to do that with what? Hogs too? Did they just use .22?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have a friendly hog that you can like walk up onto, that's the same deal with the like
cattle.
With cattle and all the other ones like
Matt's here.
Like they have little like spots in the back of their head that all it takes is one little shot there, and a .22 it does just fine. Somebody just shot a baffle.
Yeah, I say that was weird though, because it sounded like they shot the baffle like 4 times. Like
wow, that was a daisy. What were we talking about? We were just talking about
22s. I don't know.
22s and
really
stuff.
We're like squirrels.
Right, but pigs. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I'm on hog hunting.
High-powered 22s, like 223 at them. Airplane. Actually, it was a helicopter. That was way.
Helicopter.
Way neat.
Helicopter. We should do that.
That was way fun.
If we do that, I know a photographer.
Yes. Hopefully they'll get better pictures than the ones we got last time, because we didn't get nuts.
Hi, Matt. You can come see us anytime.
Hello. Yes, come and hang out.
He keeps sending me the turkey emoji, and I think it's just his way of rubbing it in my face that I didn't get a turkey. So.
Yes, and he's got two little.
What's going on, guys?
2 turkeys.
Just hanging out. Probably about done here because we had no plan, and it's
Give
been.
us some questions.
Yeah, guys. We've been on here 46 minutes, and the only question was from Greg. Yeah. Not that I don't like Greg.
Chesterfield had shots. Chesterfield Mall.
I was actually there Saturday for my. I had to get a watch battery replaced, and the.
Keep banging on it, you're gonna have to have another one replaced.
Well, I've got like 7 of them at this point, so I'll just switch it out.
There you go.
But
yeah, shots fired. No other info.
Yeah, I saw that.
They got the suspect, and they have his gun. They think. Or they have a suspect. They have a suspect and his gun. Assuming this suspect must have been male.
2-gun this weekend at Sparta?
Yes, it'll be a 2-gun this weekend. I'll be there on Sunday, so over in Sparta, tack 2-gun.
I work all weekend.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be muggy.
Yeah.
Before your stage, you'll have to like cut a hole with a knife. Just step in.
Oh, that's okay. We've done it in way worse conditions. The only one I've wussed out on was like 30 degrees and rain, like torrential downpour rain.
Nope.
I was like, nope. I drove all the way out here, and I'm just going to turn around and drive right back home.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to.
That was the one time I had to. Know.
I would definitely sissy out of that too.
Yeah, just lots of water.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably shoot trap on Saturday while I'm at work.
Be fun.
I'll just do it early in the morning before it gets too terrible.
Don't be a wuss. Just do it.
Or I'll just go in early and shoot when there's nobody there to bother me. Be like, hey lady, can you even shoot a shotgun?
Yeah, look at me do this.
And I'm just like.
That's what you say. You just say, look at me do this.
What all do you need for tactical 2-gun? I need you to show up and stop being a sissy.
So tac 2-gun over in Sparta, you got a couple of different classes. You can shoot in what's called the race class, which is your basic 3-gun type gear. So literally just a mag pouch for an extra mag for both your pistol and your rifle. Bring what we call the primary gun and a secondary gun. It is Illinois, so Munchkin rifles or rifle calibered pistols, however you want to look at that weird AR pistol thing. Those are legal, but short barreled rifles are not. So we do allow pistols to be your primary gun. So you can bring your pistols or a full length rifle, whatever you want for your primary gun. PCC guns, you can use those as well. And then a secondary gun, which is going to be your actual sight-on, a actual regular pistol. Generally speaking, about 150-ish to 200-ish rounds at a minimum, or 150 to 200 target attacks, however you want to look at that thing. Bart never really gives us an actual round count because it's more of a mindset type thing.
Yeah.
But it's very designed more of like a tactical situation. So great for cops, great for SWAT guys, great for military guys, great for those of us that are like, hey, what happens if like
it happens?
It breaks out in zombie apocalypse. I get zombies attacking me. What am I going to do?
We're all going to come live here.
Have fun and play. So very focused on accuracy, but literally you don't necessarily need anything fancy. Your regular 3-gun gear will work just fine. Nice belt, holster, a couple of mag pouches. If you want to get into the tactical side, you have Recon, which is going to be some sort of a chest rig where you're loading from some sort of a battle-designed chest rig of some sorts. You have the Trooper division, which is going to require rifle-rated plates front and rear, along with obviously some sort of magazine stowage. And then you have the Juggernaut class, which is going to be front and rear plates required, a helmet required, and hydration required. The other one's hydration is highly recommended because it is a little bit more of a physical side of things, but hydration is required on the Juggernaut, which is the bigger side. There's full rules on the WSRC pistol page. If you want, shoot me an email, Chris at the Range STL, and I'll shoot you the rules for that as well. But tons of fun. Come out in whatever ragtag gear you got and see if it works. You'll learn real quickly things that don't work. And
he also wants to know what you use/shoot for those matches.
So I have used my Mutant, and then I built a 14.5 gun to use as my standard. What's that? Oh! We got brand new.
It's not ours.
We were talking about this, and then look at this. So this is the new 365 XL.
Special order it.
Look at that. XL flat trigger, slightly extended barrel, same, no, it is the extended grip. So it's the same grip as the standard with the 12-round mag. This does come with 12-round magazines. They do have the extended 15-round magazines as well coming out soon. So if you notice, the only difference between these two is that there is a spacer on the bottom of that one. So I know Sig was saying they're going to be including some of the spacers and so forth. So,
just to clarify, this isn't ours. One of our.
Gimme. You don't play with it anymore. I don't play with it.
You've seen it though. We touched it.
One of our regulars got his hands on one and got his in. We don't have one here in stock.
Yeah. But yeah, I've shot. I shoot 14.5 with a pin and welded VG6 Slim Epsilon on the end of it. I've shot my 16-inch just beater gun with mil-spec trigger. I've shot my 3-gun gun. That thing's just a little bit too long, but it's an 18-inch barrel. It's a little bit long, but what I do see a lot of guys running is the shorter stuff. Because it is a lot of CQB style going in and through hallways. We've got stuff you'll have to crawl through, stuff you'll have to shoot around and through. There's a bus that we've had to shoot through.
It's pretty cool though.
It's a ton of fun. There is a great video that Graham Roper put together on YouTube. So if you go onto YouTube and search Graham Roper, GRAHAM.
We've shared him on our page. That's the Spartan 300 video he made.
He did a great Spartan 300 video, but he's got a couple of the TAC-2 gun videos that really show the fun factor of TAC-2 gun. One of the stages will be a blind stage, so you'll have zero information going into it. You'll walk in, you'll be told, okay, you're going to go through this doorway and you're going to shoot the things, and that's it. No walkthroughs on any of the stages. There's no walkthroughs. Very brief descriptions. You won't know how many targets are on a stage until you actually shoot them. You won't know if you missed any until you're finished. And then somebody tells you, what about that guy?
You missed him.
And you're like, that guy just shot me. Tons of fun. Pistols, and on the guns, doesn't matter what you got on them. This is not a limitation on you've got an optic, you don't have an optic. No, it's a run what you brung. So bring out whatever you think you're going to have during the zombie apocalypse or whatever your thing is, and go with it. We got a lot of guys that are former military or prior military, I should say, that just bring out the gear that they found. And so here it is. You watch this, guys. Ooh. It doesn't look like it hurts, but she says it hurts. But then she'll whine about it. So she's gonna be all like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
So yes, come out and shoot that. It's open to everybody. The match is Saturday and
Now this one's ours.
Oh!
we got one.
And I get to open it. Jake hasn't even opened it yet.
No.
Hey, Jacob Weidman's on here. If you made this happen, thanks,
Hey, Jacob, look at
Weidman.
what we got.
That's our cigarette, if you guys don't know. Well, guys, it looks like we have...
So you see how these things come in? But out. All kinds of greasy.
with a sticker. I assume you want this?
I got one.
Oh, the exact same.
And it's cut for armor.
Oh,
You didn't see that?
I did not see that. So that also has this little cut right here. So you can put one of these fancy guys on top of that. That would look really nice on. It might be a bit big,
It would be a pinch big.
but it would be nice.
Jacob says you're welcome.
Nice sights on there. I like that a lot.
I was gonna put that back in there. I'm not touching that greasy thing.
Oh, it's just a little bit of greasy.
It is, but then I'll touch my hair or my face or something.
I don't have much of that problem.
I know you don't, but I have makeup on today.
Yeah.
It's a rare occurrence.
Here, take a little off the side.
No. My kids will kill you. You know that.
My kids will kill you. That's Phil says the same thing about his boys.
Oh, my kids won't let me, like, I tease my daughter all the time about it. I'm like, I'll go shave my beard.
Yeah, so we had one. I went back there, I'm like, hey, do we get any of these in? And Jake's like, "We need one of these." I'm like, yep.
So come in, check it out.
It needs a good home.
365 XL, the extra long, large, whatever, however you want to say.
Thank you, kind sir. Here, I also have you this.
You
Cut
know
up
what
to
else
the
we
side.
need? We need one of them X5 Legions.
Did you hear that, Jacob? X5 Legion.
X5
Yeah.
Legion. You hear that, Ron? If you're listening, order them in. We want lots of them.
Oops, I just threw stuff on the ground. Romeo Zero is coming micro-sized red dot to fix. Ooh! Thanks for the info there, buddy.
That will be awesome.
That would be
I know
pretty
they
sweet.
got is it the Romeo 3?
I don't know why you're
Is
asking
the Max
me, like, I
Michelle
would know.
one? Romeo 6 maybe? Maybe it's Romeo 6.
You need to
I don't know,
ask
there's a
Jacob
Max
Weidman.
Michelle version of the Romeos that are coming out that he's saying is they're really close to actually getting to launch finally. So
See, we all know
I
Sam
can
does
only
not do
imagine that
optics.
thing's going to do really well. Max is not going to let his name go on anything that's
Oh yeah, I can only
top
imagine.
notch. So he's
Well,
been
that-
doing really well lately.
That was a pretty legit end to our show.
That is a great way to end the show. So
Well, nobody else has any questions. Somebody asked us about how many gators we'd killed. Joke's on you guys, we're in St. Louis.
yeah, I've never
The
shot
answer's 0.
a gator. Shot a bunch of pigs once from a helicopter.
Shot a bunch of pheasants once.
None of the gators. Shot deer, squirrels,
Squirrels,
bunnies, ducks.
rabbits, ducks.
Never shot turkey on Main Streets.
Yeah, me either. I feel your pain, man.
Yeah.
They're imaginary creatures.
No, they're totally not imaginary. They do all the gobbling right out of distance, and
Let the neighbor shoot them.
yeah.
Like
or
men.
they like to stand on the private property where they know that you're just out of your range, and they strut back and forth looking at you.
Neener, neener, neener. That's what he's saying in his head.
It's exactly what he's saying. He's like, you can't shoot me. You can't shoot me.
Well, if we have no other questions, I guess we are done for the day.
We're done.
We're gonna go over there and turn it
Are
off.
you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready to go turn that thing off.
Are you ready?
Sure.
All
We'll
right.
take it.
Thanks for coming in, guys, and check us out next week.